promoting them. Fuck Gucci. And anybody that stand with him, going to the store spinning bands with him. Fuck Gucci. Disrespect the whole black race, making clothes out of blackface. All the black people spending all their black money, making your brand hot. In that case, nigga, fuck Gucci. And anybody that roll with him, with their clothes and promoting them. Fuck Gucci. And anybody that stand with him, going to the store spinning bands with him. Fuck Gucci. Disrespect the whole black race, making clothes out of blackface. All the black people spending all their black money, making your brand hot. In that case, nigga, fuck Gucci. As a brand, as a business, as a motherfucking crew. That's right. All these brands been racist, y'all. Shit ain't really nothing new. Ain't really nothing new. But now they getting blatant. Blackface, that's what you wanna do? That's what you wanna do? So I guess you saying fuck us, huh? Well, we said fuck y'all too. You ain't make us hot, we made you hot. We put your names out on them block. Hip out the reason that you're still eating. We wore it, they seen it, they went out and cop. It was the blacks, it was the raps, it was them niggas that saw in them traps. Hustle all night and flip them packs, then go to your stores and drop them racks. Now it's a rap, now we awoke. No, you ain't getting our money no more. Our ancestors died, so it's about pride. We can't even go to your store. Now we at war. Yeah, we at war. You wearing Gucci, you violate the law. We gotta draw a line in the sand. United we stand, divided we fall. Imagine we all get up on the same page. Move together with the same rage. Let them know that we kings and queens. This ain't back in the slave days. I ain't your Sambo, I don't go fetch it. Y'all must have got the wrong impression. I guess it's time you learned the lesson. Ain't gotta like what you gon' respect us. Fuck Gucci. And anybody that roll with them, with their clothes and promoting them. Fuck Gucci. And anybody that stand with them, going to the store spinning bands with them. Fuck Gucci. Disrespect the whole black race, making clothes out of blackface. All the black people spending all their black money, making your brand hot. In that case, nigga, ain't no mistaken, they making a statement. Ain't trying to hide it, they making it blatant. Saying you niggas is clowns and monkeys and they ain't gonna do nothing but sit there and take it. Y'all gon' keep making us rich, y'all gon' keep making us lit. We gon' keep making these fits. Like every 2 or 3 years, the straight up racist shit. Y'all still gon' wear it, cause y'all don't care. You niggas is stupid as hell, I swear. That's right, boy, you do what masters say. Spend your money right here, we'll never respect you, you don't deserve it. We call you coon, you more concerned with wearing our name. And it's a shame your ancestors in their grave just turning. Pray that we learn or we won't make it. Before I will Gucci, then I go naked. These motherfuckers ain't gonna just give us respect, so we gon' have to go take it. Fuck Gucci. And anybody that roll with them, with their clothes and promoting them. Fuck Gucci. And anybody that stand with them, going to the store spinning bands with them. Fuck Gucci. Disrespect the whole black race, making clothes out of blackface. All the black people spending all their black money, making your brand hot. In that case, nigga, fuck Gucci. And anybody that roll with them, with their clothes and promoting them. Fuck Gucci. And anybody that stand with them, going to the store spinning bands with them. Fuck Gucci. Disrespect the whole black race, making clothes out of blackface. All the black people spending all their black money, making your brand hot. In that case, nigga, fuck Gucci. Fuck them. Can't get my money if you can't respect me. Where your pride, where your integrity? Nigga, you gonna let them spit in your face? Piss on you and tell you it's raining? You just gonna take anything? Or you gonna stand up like a man? Your ancestors turning their grave right now. Gucci, is it worth your integrity? Huh? Is it worth your soul? Cause mine ain't for sale. Fuck Gucci.
Rick. And that is gonna
All status. Freaky. Look. When money call my phone, I'm like, okay, I'm on my way. I'm riding dirty, plus a nigga ain't have his L since like 08. Pussy nigga talking, I'ma put him on that plate. I'm sounding off, watch his pussy ass get ate. Cash talk, more you broke, get the fuck up out my face. And all these kids a nigga got, I need the bread with the lake. With Freaky Rick on the gate, call the Hennessy estate. They gave a homie 16, I'm yelling free that nigga. My homie got 2 butt-naked bitches on his FaceTime. Cutting up the work street, sweeper by his wayside. Waiting for a come up, no nigga, I'ma take mine. Dumping in that pussy like bitch caught up on the baseline. Spit it like an automatic weapons. I would keep the kid from stressing. Niggas know when I'm rapping on me. I want them M's, I had to switch up my investments. By the look on your face, you look jealous. I'ma hit them words. They don't really like that. Nope, they don't really like that. I'ma hit them words. Nope, they don't really like that. Nope, they don't really like that. I'ma hit them words. They don't really like that. Nope, they don't really like that. I'ma hit them words. Nope, they don't really like that. Nope, they don't really like that. Look, and I ain't fucking with you if you ain't bout to check like my hood tatted on my chest. My nigga nasty with the tech. I got a thick bitch, nasty, super wet. If you ain't bout it, you get left. Boss status be the set. My niggas ain't poppin' them in. My nigga be poppin' them bands. I hope I get out of this gram. You mad at your thought, cause you thought with the thought of the game. I be out plotting to win. I treated it out in the kid. Freaking not giving a shit. Pussy, you broke, so you pissed. I be so fuck with them biz. I be so fuck with them biz. I spit it like an automatic weapon. Sour, keep the kid from stressing. Niggas know what I'm reppin', homie. I want them M's. I had to switch up my investments. By the look on your face, you look jealous. I'ma hit them where it hurts. They don't really like that. No, they don't really like that. I'ma hit them where it hurts. No, they don't really like that. No, they don't really like that. I'ma hit them where it hurts. They don't really like that. No, they don't really like that. I'ma hit them where it hurts. No, they don't really like that. No, they don't really like that. Hit them where it hurts. Listen to that. That shit sounds spicy to that boy. Freaky.
Killer Vision.
I'm out Delaware, my niggas is heavy there. 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 Talking they looking for me, them pussies ain't never there.
We got the jizzle in the building, shooters in the background. Let a nigga step Mossberg sitting back down. Once they do the book, fuck niggas, yeah, I'm back now. Let everybody start, bunch of funny niggas fat now. Dope game silly, all these plugs on the rats now. Free shit's nitty, all these frauds want rap now. 20 throw his dukes up, trying me to death. Put the G's in your swag, made it cool to wreck your set. All my niggas heavy head, play for heavy metal gear. Chest shot it, burn his body like Patron the Belvedere. Talk about it in they rap, but these pussies never there. Real recognize real, I look familiar everywhere. That's why they see me on the TV, banging on my CDs. Getting to that money like I'm bagging up some OZs. Scratching and surviving, now I'm stacking and supplying. Boys flowing through the city and these haters can't deny it.
I'm out Delaware, my niggas is heavy there. 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 Talking they looking for me, them pussies ain't never there.
It's still boss where I come from. Frauds where you be at. I'm on Delaware where pussies don't really be at. I rack the bag that the place is OT at. Different forklift, them killers don't need ski masks. Shout the dumb city where Boob and KB at. 20 money baby, the dub is where they re at. Project money, the bucket, the 2-6. Shout to KG, plus Grams and Larry Lips. Couple shooters out 40, go to war for me. Yellow with the purple, throw it back, grab Ori. Most of the monster, 2 knife Esco. Giving out funk work, crab claw, let's go. We round like the West Coast, talking ain't the topic. Shooting like pool, 8 ball, corner pocket. Airplane mode on you niggas, I'm the pilot. I-95, 302, we get it poppin'.
I'm out Delaware, my niggas is heavy there. 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 Talking they looking for me, them pussies ain't never there.
I got some niggas in the box with the ox walk in the wreck yard. Doused to be near while they move on my baby Randolph. Certified goons all down for some shooting. Built for John Jay, them crackers uptown roofed them. Can't forget Flies, Larry Lips, and G-Wise. Breeze with it is all the ox and they salam. Northern been the same since Ant got all the time. Damn, JJ, you was triple, what you doing? The pig told him Damo, Bam got an elbow. Jerry took a plea for the 7th but got railroad. The feds grabbed repo, Nav kept the G-Do. Leak was getting money but the Jacks miss Rico. Bert, that's my people, live by the G-Code. Rue got 8 but they rock KG though. Box can't come home, Shan on death row. Moon shook the feds but PA wouldn't let go.
I'm out Delaware, my niggas is heavy there. 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 Talking they looking for me, them pussies ain't never there.
All right, Shalom, Lord of Christ, man. What's happening?
This is Rude in Speech, man. We back every week.
Yeah, man.
Every Tuesday.
Yeah, man. Every Tuesday, man. I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. We got a good show tonight. Hold on, let me cancel this. We got a good show tonight for y'all. We got Rakar Riyah in the building. You understand? We got Darsha in the building. We got Shamaya Matar. Let me see. Arya Yahawada, Kazakawa Ben Yemyen. All y'all brothers and sisters that's been rocking out. You understand? I hope the mic is nice and loud so everybody can hear it tonight. We got Nevada checking in. Rakar Riyah said, Shalom family, what's popping?
Shalom.
You know what I mean? What's happening? You know what I mean? Big shouts out to everybody. You understand? Like this show right here, right? Because what I've been seeing is like, over the years, you know what I mean? My short time in the truth, you understand? Like, we've been seeing like this constant debate over Kemet and Israel, right? So what I want to do is let's explore the shit. Let's explore it and see what's better for black people. You understand? Like, and what specifically goes to, speaks to the issues that we're going to today, whether it's Kemet or whether it's Israel. You understand? And so those are, a few things we want to talk about. We're going to talk about Ramadan too. We're going to talk about Islam too as well. Because Islam,
we're in the month of Ramadan.
Right, we're in the month of Ramadan. So we're going to talk about Islam too. Because I'm from Delaware, so, it's a heavy Muslim community. Yeah, community here, as well as Philly. So we're going to explore that too. We got... of course, voting. We're going to keep banging on voting. Voting is a big issue now. We've seen it a lot down here. You know what I mean? They're out here trying to get people to vote, register people to vote. So we basically want to, keep talking about that so that we can get as much people to vote. Truth about voting. So that's what one of our goals is to do, is to shorten up that goddamn voting line, and to help our people to understand that voting will not work and is actually ridiculous, and it doesn't have anything to do with black people at all.
And we got a commandment out of the scriptures never to vote. Mm-hmm. For a king from another nation. So.
Right. Azar Kayal, Gaparyath, Yahawada. Okay, he said it got an echo. It still got an echo on the thing? Hold on, let me see. Let me check it out. Hold on, Salaki. Oh, no. That's all right. It's good now. And you know what? It might have been when I had my when it was
at first
the phone was on or whatever. All right. Now we got Officer Riyah. He on his way down here now. I'm not too sure about Daniela. Okay, Darsha said it's Tawab. So we got Officer Riyah coming down. He gonna be rocking out with us tonight. You know what I mean? They gonna be on the couch. Let me show y'all. They gonna be on the couch tonight. You understand? And you know what I mean? We gonna get it on. Daniela is supposed to be coming down today, and Malakia. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna be talking to these brothers, chopping it up with these brothers, and see, you know what I'm saying, if we can go ahead and get to the bottom of this. And hopefully, maybe we probably won't be able to get to the bottom of it today. It might need to be 2 shows or whatever. But let's start talking about. You ready to get into it? All right. Which one you want to take first?
Man, we might as well take Egypt since.
You want to take Egypt, or we gonna wait on Islam?
Or do you want to wait on? Do you want to wait on Egypt for the brothers to get?
All right, rock, paper, scissors. All right. All right. So it's Egypt. All right.
We can get into Islam and wait for the brothers to get down here though.
All right. Egypt, right? Let me see. All right. I'm gonna pull these slides up on y'all. All right. Now look. Now, one thing I want people to understand, right, is that Egypt was not the only African society in Africa, right?
Right.
But Egypt was one of the more famous ones, right? Because Egypt had the pyramids, they had the pharaohs, and the gold caskets.
Right. And their so-called knowledge.
Right.
That the Egyptians, that Egyptologists claimed that the Egyptians had.
Right. Okay. So, there was other places in Egypt too as well. Egypt was not unified because they had Upper Egypt and Lower Egypt, right? So it was not a unified thing like people would like to believe. Also, we can not prove that nobody can prove that black people are Commission. Nobody can prove that black people are Africans. And so on just on that premise alone, you understand, we have to start to realize, what we're doing here, right? Now, we've been in this country for 500 years, right? Give or take. Damn near, right? So, we have to at least understand this, right? That no nation has came to get Negroes, right? No nation has came to get us, right? Especially not Egypt. You know what I mean? Now, I guess they would say because of their high science, I guess they would say. Why everybody loves Egypt so much?
Their so-called high science.
Yeah. So
and because it was a nation of rich Africans.
So what it is like if y'all look on the screen, right? Now the screen is showing like the parallels, right? Now the Lord said in the book of Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter and the 68th verse, he said that the Israelites will go into captivity into Egypt. Now, it's for us being in the truth, we understand it now. You know what I'm saying? But if you are not in the truth and you in the world or whatever, you understand, we're going to try to make it simpler for you so that you can see it. Now, if you look on your screen, what you're looking at right now that's called neoclassical design. That neoclassical design in America, it takes directly out of Egypt. Now, in the pictures that you're seeing is showing Egypt and America. Like the obelisk, that's down obelisk or whatever, obelisk that's down in Washington D.C. is the same obelisk that's over in Egypt, right? So you see the parallel, like when it said that we will come back into Egypt, we are back in Egypt again. This is just spiritually Egypt. You understand? It's just white people. You understand? And we're the living witnesses that prophecy actually came true because we're living in it right now.
Right. Same way we was in bondage in Egypt. Same way we in bondage now. You know what I mean? What else? What else are some things?
I wanted to get
some parallels.
Okay, some of the parallels, right? Now, you see on the back of all our goddamn money, right? On the back of all of our money, you see a goddamn pyramid, right? With the cornerstone of the pyramid lifted off of the pyramid, right? So, why would they have all this Egyptian shit in America when this is all white? This is a white person. This is a white land.
Even down to the way the statues are set up in D.C. Is it Martin Luther King? Is Martin Luther King or I'm looking at Abraham Lincoln. One of them are sitting the same way in that chair as an Egyptian pharaoh.
Right, exactly. Now, Abraham Lincoln, he's sitting down, and then you got Pharaoh, the what's that? The third dynasty, right? One of them dynasties over there. You understand? Now, this is what you got to understand. Why is all this Illuminati Masonic shit in America? What's all this Masonic shit what's such the goddamn secret? What's the big secret that everybody's trying to hold from niggas? Because when you ask a Mason, Salakia, Salakia, hello? Alright, you got it. When you ask a Mason, you understand, like, why, what do they believe in? The first thing they'll tell you is, you gotta do your research, man. You gotta do your research. Now, if somebody asks me what the hell I believe in, I'm going to tell you, I believe we're the 12 tribes of Israel. I believe we're in America because we're serving out a punishment for not following the commandments. Until we follow the commandments, understand we're going to be in this captivity under white people, and not only white people, we're going to be under the Arabs, the East Indians, and every stinking nation that's in our goddamn ghetto. You understand? And this is what I can tell people that ask me about, you know, what is the truth about, and what are we out here trying to promote and trying to, what is our agenda? I could say that. But when you go to somebody who's Masonic that worships goddamn Egypt, you understand, they can't tell you none of that. What they're going to tell you is you just got to do your research, brother. You got to do all this kind of goofy shit, you understand, and because they'll never ever be able to tell you anything, because what the real deal about it is that Masons worship the Horus. They worship Horus. They're the builders of they worship the builders of the temple of Horus, the all-seeing eye. These idiots in America, these white people in America, they worship Egypt because Egypt had the children of Israel in captivity, and America has the children of Israel in captivity too as well.
Which one is
you understand? Huh?
This one?
What's that? The bathroom key?
Yeah.
It's locked?
Yeah, I locked it back.
Oh, okay. That one right there.
This one?
Nah. He like this one? No. This one right there.
That one.
All right, we got Officer Riyah in the building. We got Officer Daniela in the building. You understand? We're gonna get them on. You know what I mean? In 2 seconds. And then Malaki, Officer Malaki is here too as well. And we're gonna we're gonna explore this, man, because this Kemet bullshit is getting on my goddamn nerves, man. Like the cops is like, okay, now let me get back to the Masonic shit, right? Now it's such a big ass secret about it that everybody's trying to hide. Let me tell you something, man. Black Masons is ridiculous. It's stupid, right? Because you cannot have the joke. The secret is about you.
Right.
You ignorant Negro. The secret is about you. That whole Masonic shit is that America has the children of Israel in captivity, and we don't know that.
But you got to do your research.
Right.
And you know what I tell them? I've done my research, and my research leads me to believe that you Negroes is serving Satan.
Right. That's all it is. All it is they talking about some secret knowledge. You know what the secret knowledge is that you gonna have homosexual sex. White people have homosexual sex, and you just don't tell nobody. That's what the secret knowledge is, and all that other kind of bullshit that they talking about, the Masonic, the 33rd degree Masons, and all that kind of shit. Like, that's what it is. It's homosexuality at the end of the day, and it has nothing to do with black people. Now, you got all of these people trying to push a goddamn agenda with Egypt. Like, Egypt, look, that Kemet garbage, they ain't trying to hear that garbage over there, man.
Let me tell you, man, and then what's simple about these so-called Egyptologists, right, is a Egyptologist that say, you know, you brothers is reading from a book that the white man wrote. Mm-hmm. All of the knowledge that you simple Negroes got on Egyptology was written in a book by white people.
Right. We going hard on Kemet tonight, man. We going hard on all them goddamn charlatans. We going hard on goddamn Islam too tonight, man. We gonna find out if this shit is worth it. You understand? Is it destructive to black people? And is it, worth us putting in our goddamn brick into this bullshit? You understand? We got Officer Riyah in the house. You know what I'm saying? Angry Black Man Media. You know what I'm saying? He just started coming back down. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't messing with us for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But, Most High in Christ, that, and he didn't, he put it, huh?
To come back.
To come back, you know what I'm saying? Y'all brothers go ahead. The refrigerator is stocked. Y'all brothers go ahead and, you know what I mean, get it on. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Officer Rahab said, he said, white people took over Egypt. The Most High killed their entire army. That's why there's white people in Egypt instead of dark-skinned Egyptians. Right. Them Ptolemy's goddamn kids. You know what I'm saying? That took over Egypt. And you know what? They talk about how black people, you can't find no bodies of the Israelites. You can't find no bodies. I'm glad that they can't find no bodies. You know why? Because if they could find the body of King David, he would be on tour right now. He'd be on tour all through Egypt and all through Europe and all through America on tour.
Cracker probably be trying to make tea out of his bones.
Right. He's trying to make tea out of his bones. Goddamn, what's his name? King Tutankhamun or whatever the hell. He's over in goddamn Australia right now. You understand? We got the brothers. When y'all can go ahead and pick up y'all mics. Y'all mics is on. Just when you talk on the mic, just put it up to your mouth or whatever. We're gonna go ahead and get y'all on the camera real quick so y'all can see that y'all here. You know.
Yeah, that one right there. You got to hold it from the bottom, the base.
Yeah. So we got Malagia. You know what I'm saying? You know, Most High in Christ to y'all. The Lord put the Spirit on y'all legs, and you know y'all done made it down here. You know what I'm saying? And it's not even that long of a ride, right?
No,
It's not that long at all. Let me put this in studio mode real quick so I can flip back and forth. But you know, I'm glad I got y'all brothers here because what it is what we're talking about is I know y'all been seeing it too. Like I've been seeing it. This conscious community bullshit pushing Kemet on niggas, and so we wanted to explore it and see if this shit is good for black people, destructive for black people, or what should we do with Kemet? What the hell should we do with this shit, right? Because you've been in the truth longer than me, sir, Salakia, and since I've been in the truth, we've been debating Kemet.
What made you want to talk about it?
You know, it's reasons, you know what I'm saying? It's reasons and shit, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just tired of, you know what I'm saying, like, and it's not just that. It's like, you know, a lot of the groups that I'm in, the final debate, I know y'all in that, the final battle. Every single morning I gotta see some idiot, you know, talking about Egypt and talking about Kemet. So I wanted to just kind of just be able to, you know, talk about it and see, like, what the hell is going on. All right?
I'll give you an example on why or how Kemet is destructive for black people. Because people who follow Kemet have no brotherhood. Mm-hmm. Kemet doesn't teach brotherhood.
Sorry. Somebody on here said, Rajay Haynes said, that's not true. Mufundisi is not a white man. Brother did his scholarship and wrote his own books. That's why I don't fuck with y'all. Y'all dudes are just loud, saying nothing. Do some scholarship, bro.
Where did Mufundisi get his knowledge from?
Mufundisi don't sound like a white man.
Yeah.
Is that the dude that was so-called speaking to the Metter Netter?
Yeah.
I thought the Metter Netter wasn't deciphered.
It wasn't deciphered. You better look at that. You better look at Young Pharaoh's Young Pharaoh and what's his name, Seti? Yeah.
So it wasn't deciphered, man.
So check this out. If the Metter Netter wasn't deciphered, you don't even know what Mufundisi even means.
Right.
Yeah.
And nobody know what the hell he was.
You don't know what that shit means?
No. When Mufundisi was talking, nobody know what the hell he was saying.
Mm-hmm.
He don't even know what the hell he was saying.
Right. So let me say this, man. Hold on.
Knucklehead.
Right. So let's entertain the knucklehead. Go ahead. Go ahead. You got it.
So that's
just speaking
like,
to the mic.
That's just like the speaking in tongues that nobody knows what they're talking about.
Right.
The Christians.
Ridiculous. Let me tell you why it's ridiculous. You think black people in America is going to go over to Africa with that all-inclusive Nile Valley civilization garbage? You think that those Africans over there are going to jack that shit?
Man, look, the Africans that grow up and live here in America amongst you Negroes don't even jack it. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? Right. Where's the Africans that grew up in the same building as you? Where are they at?
Right, they not. Look, let me tell you something else too. Y'all go ahead and respond. Y'all can chime in anytime y'all want.
Yeah.
Check this out. Now, Ghana, right? Ghana saying they want niggas to come over there to Ghana, right? Now, what I understand is that it's for a tourism type of thing, right? They wanna push the tourism.
Right.
So they want niggas to come over there because they see how good we built America up. Right. So if they can get the niggas out of America to come over there, then they can help build up.
How much greater will Africa be?
Right. Now, this is the thing. Now, they say, come on, black people, we sorry about slavery. Come on over here. to Africa, come to Ghana, right? They just talking about a few of us. Because look, how many Negroes is in America? Like 16, 17 million?
Millions.
Now let's say 17 million of us went to Ghana. It would be a war, right? Because them that's in Ghana, they would be like, wait a minute, it's too many niggas now. They taking our jobs, they're gonna take our land, they're gonna take.
You feel like white people feel now about Mexico.
They're gonna right. They're gonna feel like they did 400 years ago when we was living amongst them.
Right.
They're gonna start wars, and you know what? They're gonna start killing us and trying to, rape the women and whatever they do.
Right. Exactly.
Are the Kemet black people, are they doing that? Are they getting into that? They all go on the back to go
No.
to Ghana? Are they, okay.
No, them Negroes is they sitting right here.
Yeah, at the Doomsday Festival.
Right. talking trash.
Right. And that's the thing. Because, like, now I'm not totally with it, whatever, like other Israelite groups or whatever. But there is Israelites in Dimona. Right. At least niggas did do that. It is some niggas even though they buy a nuclear reactor. It is some niggas over there in Dimona. They have a community. I don't see not one conscious community that's in Egypt. Them camel driving Arabs, well, they're not even really Arabs, but them camel driving Arabs that's over there right now, they will run their ass out of there, man.
It's called the United Arab Emirates.
Right.
Every government over there is an Arab.
Right. And guess who they're united against? Who the elephant in the goddamn room? Right. This is like what's going on, even right now, right? You see like how the cops is having target practice with niggas. Niggas is on the bottom of every goddamn stinking ass nation that's in America, right? Now, even if with all those things going on with black people, you still have niggas trying to worry about what the hell is going on in Egypt. Right? So, like, even when you had what you want to say?
Right, I was about to say, because even if Africans wasn't in the the Egyptology Pan-African movement, why ain't they supporting the Black Lives Matter movement? Why ain't they supporting the hands up, don't shoot? Why ain't they supporting none of that?
You know who was that?
If we the same people, they might not agree with your doctrine as far as Egyptology. But why, if we the same people, why ain't they joining our movements when we march?
Right. Guess who was out there at the march I went to? We were. You know what I'm saying? And guess who was on the ground taking selfies? We were. I ain't seen no goddamn Egyptians out there. I saw niggas out there hugging the goddamn cops and hugging white people. That's what I saw. I didn't see no Egyptians out there. And this is. And then Slakia. When white people was over here in the 13 colonies, right? The original 13 colonies, and the Queen of England was trying to tax them for that goddamn tea and trying to say, well, you can get your tea from India, but you're going to get your tea from us, and we're going to charge you a higher tax. These white people here that was in these 13 colonies, they said, the hell with that. You know what I'm saying? We'll throw your goddamn tea in the river, and you know what I'm saying? And we're going to separate from Great Britain or whatever, from England, right? So they even, one thing that white people even understood was that them being here for that amount of time, and them separating themselves from England, they realized that themselves here in America, they were a separate people now. They're separate now. So why can't we get that?
Why can't black people be separate from Africans?
No, why can't we? My question is, and this would be for anybody who want to take it, but my question would be, why can't we realize now that even though, for the amount of time that we've been here, why can't we just realize that we're our own people now? We don't have anything to do with Africa anymore. You know what I mean? If people want to say like we're Africans, because I haven't seen like one African that threw a spear, one African that came over here on a boat. Like even today, like they talking about Africa has a military. Africa is at the United Nations. You know what I mean? Africa has something. You know what I mean? They have resources. They have all those type of things that could leverage power. you know, on the world stage because they have to have some sort of power because they on the world stage, period, anyway. Because we damn sure ain't.
I think the big problem with Kemet is that the point of it is not to fix anything.
Right.
But I think the cats that's doing it deep down inside know that's not the point. The point of it is not to fix the black community as a whole. I know us, and I think other Hebrew Israelites in general, even outside of ISUPK, have a mindset of we need to have a social revolution where everybody in the black community changes their life. I think the Kemet niggas don't even think like that.
No.
Really, when it comes into it, it's just I'm entertained by what I'm hearing. I'm entertained by these books and these debates. So I go on YouTube and I watch the debate. So I pick up this book. But it's really not. They don't have the mindset of how can we fix our whole race. They don't have that in mind. I think it's really just from like you said, since you've been in the truth, you've been seeing battles between us and Kemet. I think the whole thing is really they don't really think that far ahead. It's just I got this book to talk about Egypt. I read his Ankh. I go on YouTube and watch Captain Zarya debate commissions, but it's no really real mindset of changing anything. It's just entertainment. Entertainment under the guise of I learned about myself.
Right. Anybody want to take it?
And if I could piggyback off what Officer Ariel said, which is heavy, because I seen an interview earlier by Killer Mike. You know, Killer Mike in that conscious black thing.
He smoked weed too.
Yeah, a lot of it. So his thing was, in his interview, he doing something where he taking the Crips and the Bloods and he unifying them. And one way he doing it, he taking the leader from each set and he's starting a business with them for them to have a business and put their little young men under them, give them jobs for something to do. And as he talked about it, I sat there and thought, and I was like, this is Christianity, this is Kemet, this is all that, whereas though they take you and they continue to let you be who you are, just give you a little bit of knowledge. Right. So it's just like, you don't have to change, but just know this is who you are. Right. So I started to think like, he think when those Crips and Bloods start this business and start to sell his soda, he don't think that because of who they are and naturally who they are, eventually they ain't gonna start shooting each other when somebody starts stealing. Right. Like they not teaching nobody to you gotta put that gang, stuff down. This is real brotherhood and this is who you are. It's just, I understand you're a Crip in the Blood, but this is how I'm gonna get y'all to stop shooting each other. I'm gonna put y'all in charge of businesses and let y'all run the businesses and put y'all little young boys that's out here robbing and stealing over. Well, instead of them robbing and stealing the nigga that's walking down their block, they gonna rob and steal out the cash register. Right. And the Crip is gonna do that, and the Blood gonna walk in and say, "Yo, my register's short. You was stealing, nigga." Right. And then they gonna be in there shooting. And I'm like, it's a matter of time for that to happen, and that all comes from what Ariel was saying. You don't have to change who you are or fix the type of person you are. Like how our main thing is, you got to change who you are to get us out of this condition we in. They don't think like that. The black woman is God. Horus and Isis and all them Egyptian gods.
Israel is in Africa.
This is who you.
It's
you
on
really
the tectonic plate, brother.
You're really an African, and don't listen to them. But make sure your flag is hanging out your pocket when you come to represent. Right. None of that got to change.
And the women, man, the women, the women in Kemet, I don't know, they must think that, they really got niggas, they really gods and all that. Niggas will tell you anything when your breast is popping out the top of your goddamn what's that called? Your turtleneck. Right. It's popping out the top of your turtleneck, and you got your ass hanging out. Nigga tell you anything like, yeah, you God, man, you God. You know what I'm saying? And then he's straight getting the buns, straight like that.
It's a lock it, and after he get the buns, everything changed. Right. You ain't no God no more.
Yeah, that's it. You know what's gonna change? You know what's gonna change?
She ugly.
You have reached the voicemail and that's what's gonna happen. Niggas gonna be going. You know what I mean? Like it ain't no special box out here. Ain't none of that. Ain't no special box out here. I'm trying to tell you. You understand? Like and that's what it is, man. What you had something.
I actually found an article, man.
Yeah, what's
I
up?
actually found an article I had. What you want to go?
If y'all had anything y'all want to talk about too, you know what I mean, feel free. You know what I mean?
This an article by Tanikia Thompson, right? And the title is "The Beef Between Africans and African Americans. Why can't we get along?"
Right.
And so she starts off with a quote. The quote is, "You're not African American. You're American. You guys just say African American so you can have some relation to Africa." So then she goes on to say, "These are the words that were spoken to me from a Nigerian lady that she attended college with." And she goes on to say how she was hurt and all that kind of stuff like that. But even the lady was telling her that you're not African.
Right. How many more times they got to say? They got to say, look at my mouth.
Yeah.
You are not African.
You are not African.
How many times they got to say it?
Spell it out for you.
You know what I mean? It's ridiculous. Go ahead, Slug it.
and
I'm going to get the camera on you, Slug it.
We say this all the time when I ask you became, but it's over 50 countries in Africa. In those countries, it's other ethnic groups. So it's like tribes in every country. So once you take that into account, it's like hundreds of different types of Africans.
Right.
Different ethnic groups of Africans. Even white people don't. There's Irish white people and Polish white people and German, and they all look at each other differently in a way.
Right.
They don't just all unite as white.
Right.
It's I'm French, you English.
Yeah.
You Polish, I'm Russian. Even they, separate themselves.
Right.
The Asians, it's Chinese, Japanese, Mongolian, even in those bigger racial groups, there's separation. And black people, even you would think, even without knowledge of the Most High and knowledge of being an Israelite, they would say, yeah, they're African, but maybe we did come from Africa, but we are different people. We have a whole different ethnic background, whole different culture, and we should move on from trying to be like them because we here in America we got a whole different culture. But it's just such a push to be African. Even wherever you go, they tell you they're African. Like, there's no place outside of ISUPK where nobody would tell you not to be an African. It's really it's something that's so ingrained in the culture where everywhere you go, nobody will try to tell you to break off from it.
Yeah, you're good. You got it.
And even like the Africans, they won't even tell you not to, try to follow their customs. Because I had worked with an African girl, and I'm like, what's your nationality, where you come from, your tribe. She told me everything, like down to her language, her people spoke. And I asked her if she knew that we were not the same, and she said yes, just flat out. And she said yes, we're not the same, but. Even though she got a lot of black friends, she know that her friends think that they're African, but she would never tell them. I just flat out would just break it down to them. She would let them think that they're African and know. Like, I don't know if they know how damaging it is, but they won't even try to correct them to tell them, we're not the same people.
Right.
So it's just crazy.
And they don't let us in on nothing either, Salaki. They don't let us in on nothing because if we was African, why don't never let us in on the bootleg game? Them niggas got all the goddamn Chanel bags, and all the goddamn Louis Vuitton, the Gucci bags, all that counterfeit stuff. They don't let us in on none of that. You know what I'm saying? Right. Nothing.
Right.
None of the DVDs, nothing. But, you know what I mean? We supposed to be brothers. You understand? Right. But you can't go to Cowtown and get you a pair of templates for $50. Salaki here. That's really the only dealings you really have with Africans is when you buying something from them.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah, that's it. You know what I mean? I'm going to just get this one last one right here, and then we'll be done with it. Go ahead. Could you read right here?
Where?
Right here down to right here.
It says the originator of the new scientific ethnology was Dr. Samuel George Morton of Philadelphia.
Hold on, before we get started, this is called The Black Image and the White Mind, right? This is a debate on African-American, Afro-American. Damn, Afro. That just shows you how lost black people are because they just said our hairstyle. Afro-American, right? Character and Destiny, 1817.
I think the word Afro came before the hairstyle.
Oh, Afro?
Yeah, I think the term Afro came before the hairstyle. Meaning before they was calling us Afro-Americans, and then they started calling the hairstyle Afro.
Yo, when y'all ask people what's their nationality, like I asked this dude tonight, I was like, what's your nationality? He was like, yo, what's that on your back or whatever? What's that? I'm like, oh, it's a Shield of David or whatever. He was like, damn, I was like, what do y'all teach? I told him what we taught or whatever. And then he said, I said, well, what's your nationality? He said, well, I'm African American. So so I told him, Africa was named after this person. This is how I do it. I say, which nationality? Okay, you know who Africa is named after? Then I tell them, I say, you know who America is named after? They say, yeah. They don't know, and then I tell them, and then when I tell them, yo, you just told me your nationality was 2 white people. It's like, they be like, damn. Like, you know what I'm saying? It like, kind of like, it fucks them up, you know what I mean? But, I don't know, man. It's like, we haven't really got them in here. It's like, go ahead, yeah. Huh? You want one? Yeah.
He said, hey, really got them in here.
Yeah. That's like that don't got nothing to do with anything.
He said, hey, really got them in here.
You tell him, brother, look, man, you just told me your nationality was 2 white people. That's still not enough to get niggas in.
It's like
I think
they
it's
don't.
the lowest. Like, I think it's just the most. I think the lowest is some people just be lost.
Right.
That's what I say, because we think about it, the things that we be saying. It's like the things that we say and the things that we prove, and the things that make you think, like small things like that, like Africa and America, things like that at least make you think and question things. Cats never come to the truth. Never. I think it's just the Lord when some people be lost.
Right. Cause, I mean, we don't have anything, like nothing, and that should be enough to get you in the truth right there. You know what I mean? Like, god damn. I mean, but let me go ahead and just now. This is a debate over. Now I read a lot of this book right here. Didn't read the whole book yet, but I read a lot of this book, and this book talks about it's a debate that they're actually having amongst white people about the character of black people and what will be our destiny in America if we were ever free, and if we could handle being free in America. Right now, this is page 74. You got it.
So the dude, Dr. Samuel George Morton of Philadelphia, published a book in 1839 that promised to bring an end to loose speculation about racial origins and differences by opening an era of hard-headed empirism. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Morton's Cranium Americana was the result of years of collecting and examining human skulls. Mm-hmm. As he gathered and studied the crania of different types of men, Morton became aware of the differences between white that the ancient crania from a given race did not seem to differ from those of their modern descendants.
Mm-hmm. Right. So he's doing a study, and he's saying, okay, the ancient crania from a given race did not change. So the same skulls that was back then are the same skulls that's right now. Right? Go ahead.
Morton concluded that the races had always had the same physical characteristics and, by implication, the same mental qualities.
Right. Implication. So he's saying,
it's the same.
Everybody's the same. Yeah, everybody just got the same smarts, I guess you would say, right?
Same spirit, right?
Yeah.
In the 1840s, Morton collaborated with George R. Glidden.
Hold on, but this is the 1840s. See what I'm saying? This is like the 1840s they knew, right? Go ahead.
An Egyptologist.
Who was his name?
George R. Glidden.
That's
who that simple Negro get all his knowledge.
Right. That's the Kemet niggas god daddy right here.
Right.
George R. Glidden, an Egyptologist. Go ahead.
Who provided him with mummy heads and information about the racial significance of Egyptian tomb inscriptions. Mm-hmm. And Crania Egyptica, published in 1844, Morton pointed out that both cranial and archaeological evidence showed that the Egyptians were not Negroes.
What do you say?
The Egyptians were not Negroes.
Say it one more time.
The Egyptians were not Negroes.
Right, go ahead.
As abolitionists and colonizationists had maintained, and that in fact blacks had been relegated to the same servile position in ancient Egypt as in modern America.
Right, there you go, man. Welcome to Egypt, everybody.
But what did he say? The Egyptians were not Negroes, and we know this by reading our definitions of the different words that we have in the Bible. Right, Ham. The youngest son of Noah, born probably about 96 years before the flood, and one of the 8 persons to live through the flood. He became the progenitor of the dark races, but not the Negroes.
Right. So even white people know what the hell's going on.
Right.
Why can't we figure that out? I don't know, man. I don't know. Go ahead. You got it.
Like I would say, a gift disturbs the heart. Like America is the most comfortable place to be, especially if you're a person that don't really like to work.
Right.
I ain't saying black people are lazy, but we're simple. We like to just dwell in our tents. I mean, we just like to chill and just like we got so many gifts to distract us from the true knowledge. We don't care about what our nationality is. I mean,
That's what Steve Harvey just said.
Nah, but you know what?
No, I'm just saying. He said, "Nigga, you ain't supposed to be sleeping. You got to be up at 4 o'clock."
I do like to chill though. I do like to chill.
I like chilling, man.
Like I call off work.
I like
to
chilling.
chill.
Right. I don't call off because I'm sick. I call off because I want to chill in the crib.
But like sick time, you gotta call out sick, even if you're not sick. So you gotta be like, yo, I'm not feeling good or whatever like that. Because if not, you'll leave the money on the table. You don't want to leave no bread on the table.
Right, you're telling your bread, be quiet, like, be quiet. You know, in the background, be quiet. Tell the kids to be quiet. I'm sick. You know.
So okay. Now, in closing, okay. Now, if I was to, let's just say you took away Israel from me. You took away Israel. You took my name, and you took my name back. They took, and my name was, I went back to my name, my slave name, Oswald Cobblepot. I'm Oswald Cobblepot now. You know what I'm saying? What could Kemet do to replace all of that?
Pick up a gun and start killing somebody. I'll keep it all the way real with you.
Right.
If I ain't got this, I'm physically hurting somebody.
Right.
Anybody who's in my way of doing whatever I want to do. If it wasn't for the truth, I would just be violent towards white people or whoever I thought was stopping black people from being successful. That's really when you boil it down. If it ain't for Christ, if it ain't for the Lord and all this mercy we got through the truth, you just gotta be violent. You got to do what a heathen would do, which is just go to war.
Right.
Which
Also, go ahead. Go ahead.
Because I'm pretty sure that every brother could tell a story about his process of coming into school. Like I know me personally, before coming into the school, it was wild. It was wild. It was just like, listen, I don't care if you was right or wrong, you getting punched in the face. Do something. It was you right or wrong. If we talk and I find out you was right, I'm not gonna tell you right. I'm gonna just punch you in the face still. And that was the type. It was like there was no brotherhood without the truth. Coming into the truth.
I believe
And I still remember my first time sitting in class, like, forgive 7 times 70. I owe a lot of motherfuckers apology that day.
Right.
I ain't forget nobody. I was just punching people in the face. Like I was wild. I was doing a lot of stuff I wasn't supposed to before I had the truth. And it just, without the truth, and when you think back to your life before the truth, it was like, what was I doing? It was nothing.
Right.
Besides punching people in the face.
Right. Somebody said, punch now, ask questions later.
I didn't even ask questions.
I get what you're saying as far as no brotherhood. Right, like without the truth, we don't have no brotherhood. If I can give a quick example of what I've seen within like the last week or 2 weeks. Now, Sonetter, I know Sonetter doesn't believe in God or whatever like that, right? I'm pretty sure he doesn't believe in God, but he supports Egyptologists. He supports them whatever they do. He loves Jabari, he loves Polite, he loves all of them, right? Now, dealing with the scriptures, we have a way. If we have a problem with a brother, we have a way that we deal with it. We go to that brother and that brother alone. When Sonetter had a problem with Captain Tazariot, he spilled the beans all over the internet. You see what I'm saying? Instead of coming to him and him alone. Oh, I don't respect your knowledge. Here go the text messages you sent me. You know what I mean, and all that stuff like that. So what I'm saying is, how can Egyptology or whatever they believe over there even help black people if you don't even have a good foundation on how we deal with each other when we have a problem?
Yeah, they talking about they don't believe in God, but then when you having sex, that's the first thing you say.
Right.
You about to pop. You be like, oh God! Right? So what the hell you talking about? There ain't no God. What the hell is wrong with you? Right. Salakia.
What would it say?
That went too far. That was too far.
The Egyptians believed in gods. Like I never got that too. Like none of the cats believe in like a deity or a god, or like a real they don't have any stance on like a god. They don't believe in a god.
Right.
But Egyptians believed in all types of gods, all types of jackals and hippos,
dog heads and all that.
Dog heads. But I never understood that you don't believe in a god, but you are Egyptologists. You follow after all the things the Egyptians did,
right?
Except for the fact that the Egyptians had all these gods that they worship, the river god and the jackal and all types of goofy shit. I never understood how you could not believe in God but believe in Egypt at the same. Believe in a god but believe in Egyptians at the same time.
So are you ready to cut all your hair off and follow Shaka off?
Nah, you gotta cut it all off and leave that.
And leave one part right here.
Are you ready to give it all up and follow Jabari? Is that what it is?
And that's another thing about Kemet I wanted to say earlier, but I forgot about. There's not one singular Kemetic thing I can join.
Right.
It's like this. It's like there's no like one place or any group of places I can go to learn anything. And like it's just a few cats talking and a few books and a bunch of videos, but there's not like one organization. Like even Islam, the Nation of Islam, they got one thing I can go to and say, okay, I want to be a Muslim. I go to them to learn about it. The Kemet ain't got no sense of organization.
Everybody got different.
They ain't got no sense of organization. It's just,
and if you leave the truth and you support Egyptology, man, you have to support Geb. You have to support the God what is Geb, the God of the earth,
right?
With his rod like way up by his mouth. You have to support that, and you have to teach your kids that's okay. Mm-hmm. You see what I mean? That's okay for a man. That's one of the readings I seen, like some Hebrews bring that out. That they be putting semen in each other's mouth for something crazy. You know what I mean? Like, and they use it for flavoring and stuff like that. Like, I have to support that.
Right.
I have to get on with that.
Damn. You had that one in Josephus, right?
Josephus, man. I'm glad you reminded me, man.
They're the one in Josephus.
You know what I mean? Because we just drop this real quick and get off of it, because Negroes be thinking that there's just this high science in Egypt,
right? Let's get
that can't be matched. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead.
That's why the scriptures say like the knowledge of this word is foolishness to God.
Like,
if you don't got this truth, you're just gonna be a fool. Like, and not only that, you're gonna just act like an animal. Like Officer Ariel said and Officer Daniela, like, you're gonna shoot niggas and punch niggas. You're gonna turn back to your natural state of just being an animal. Like before Adam got the truth, everybody was just going around trying to eat anything that looked good. It was acting like animals. So without the truth, you don't have no type of humanity. You're gonna be trying to put semen inside of people's mouths and worship a woman and try to fight and punch everybody in the face.
Exactly. Right. If I could, man, and just like the growth that you see in brothers, like when Malachi first came in, you know what I mean? He's a totally different person now.
Right.
Like I remember when Malachi used to stutter a lot.
Right.
He don't even do that anymore.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like that shit is amazing. Like to see like how brothers change over time. Like even like Officer Ahmad. You know what I mean? Like even when like I remember he used to stutter a lot, and so did Captain Talbot. And just like when brothers come into the truth, and you know what I'm saying, and they learn how to get raised up. You understand, under the Spirit of the Lord changes you, like literally. Right. You know what I mean? Right. And Kemet can't do that for you because Kemet keeps you the same. Go ahead.
And like I just made a post on Facebook. Follow me on Facebook, Malachi from Philly.
Malachi from Philly.
All right, go ahead.
I just made a post on Facebook. It said, the truth is the only place that can help you mature your spirit.
Right.
And nobody else can do that, like, at all. Not even hold a candle to what the truth can do for your spirit. You know what I mean? So
you got to show me how to do the camera shit with the other shit on the side, like a picture on the side. Yeah, that's a lot. I got to find out that.
Right. So this is Josephus. Josephus was an Israelite historian. Okay. So this is Antiquities of the Jews. How do you read this? Chapter 8. Or is this chapter? Yeah. Either way, page 33. Right? For whereas the Egyptians were formerly addicted to different customs, so they had different customs there, right? Mm-hmm. And despised one another's sacred and custom rights. Mm-hmm. So they didn't even agree on they didn't even agree on what doctrine they believe. So how did these Negroes come and formulate a doctrine when Egyptians didn't even have, you know what I mean, the same doctrines and customs and practices? All right. They had different customs and despised one another's sacred and the custom rights, and were very angry one with another on that account. So they was even fighting with each other on this stuff, right?
Because you had Upper Egypt and Lower Egypt.
Right. So Abram, which we know as Abraham, conferred with each of them and confuting the reasons they made use of every one for their own practices. So he confuted with them, like he confounded them with the knowledge that they had. Demonstrated that such reasonings were vain and void of truth. So he showed them that the things that they believed in were vain and void of truth. Whereupon he was admired by them in those conferences as a very wise man and one of a great sagacity. When he discoursed on any subject he undertook, and this not only in understanding it, but in persuading other men also to assent to him. He communicated to them arithmetic and delivered to them the science of astronomy. For before Abram came into Egypt, they were unacquainted with those parts of learning.
God damn!
For that science came from the Chaldeans into Egypt, and from thence to the Greeks also.
Damn.
So you know how they got that Paraga something theory, like Paraga something theory and all that from these Greeks, that math came from the Greeks and math came from the Egyptians. Nah, it came from Abraham. You see what I mean? It came from an Israelite.
Okay.
A Hebrew of Hebrews. So
yeah, there we go, man. So y'all good, man? Y'all good? Y'all got anything y'all want to, you know what I mean, bring out?
All right, damn that. Now, what you want to get on next? Voting, or we got Islam? It's Ramadan. Y'all know it's Ramadan, right?
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, Negroes is halfway
I don't
fasting.
think anybody cares about Ramadan. Right. The niggas don't celebrate that shit.
It's a lot of brothers that celebrate Ramadan.
I don't know. I think they be lying.
No, they do be lying though.
Yeah,
I think they just try to appear holy.
Listen, when I went to the gym today, every Muslim who was like a few weeks ago was so hyped, oh, Ramadan coming up, was in there today. Right. And this was about 12 o'clock. And I'm sitting there like, you're not supposed to be in here. And they drinking water. They
drinking water. They eating.
It's like, right, it's like, I know you ain't going to be in here working out with no water.
Right.
You ain't, like, you was just so happy about Ramadan 2-3 weeks ago, and now you back in here. And it's always like and I remember you said something, I believe yesterday, where it's just sundown to sundown, and that's about 6-12 hours, and that breaks them. And it's just like, you couldn't fight your flesh enough to say, it's Ramadan, I ain't gonna go to the gym until tonight. Right. But instead you like, oh man, you know, I can make a mistake, I'm gonna just break my fast today and just go in the gym.
And I heard they got something where like you can break it, but you can make it.
Right.
They got 30 days, right? So technically they can eat today and just add on to the add on a day to the fast.
Right.
It's supposed to be 30 days. Like some goofy shit. Like that's not a real. That's just they just playing.
It's just goofy. But Ramadan, you know, just the thought of brothers celebrating or observing Ramadan, you know, just hands them over to the Arabs. You know what I mean? Right. Shows that they love Arabs more than they love us. You see what I mean? When they're only, a lot of these brothers is only following after Ramadan in your damn neighborhood or Arabic. You know what I mean? Or African.
Right, let me show you something real quick. Alright. I'll show y'all something real quick. So y'all can see, you know, like what's actually going on over there in, what's the hell is that? Mecca?
Right. Where they get Ramadan from? The people that they get Ramadan from. The idol worshippers that they get Ramadan
This
from.
is the what the hell is this?
The Kaaba stone.
The Kaaba stone in Mecca. Go ahead.
Ain't the Kaaba stone like inside that black rock?
Yeah, it's right
yeah, that's the Kaaba.
That it's inside the.
It's right there on the corner. See on the corner.
That vagina. It's like a vagina looking thing.
I see.
It's on the corner of the Kaaba. And what they're doing is they're actually trying to get up to touch it, and it's like they have security up there to make sure that the people that's up there don't get. You see the security.
And look how crazy the the security got to have he has a rope. Yeah, he's strapped to the damn wall.
You're right. So that he don't get pulled in the crowd or he don't fall over in the crowd.
Because that's how much they love that stone.
And Salakia, I actually have a grandfather. My grandfather on my mom's side, actually, he's Muslim. He said he went over there, I think, to complete his Hajj, whatever they call it. Right. Said he'd never go back because with black people, when they go over there to do their little pilgrimage or whatever they got to do in Islam, when they come back, one thing they never tell you is how they treat black people. Like, the way they come back talking is like, oh, I loved it over there. I didn't want to come back. But they treat black people like shit. Like, why are you over here? You're not Muslim. Like, but the fact that they spending money is why they want to accept them. But they look at it like, why are you over here? Like, you ain't no Muslim.
Right.
But just come over here and spend your money. Like, they'll treat you like shit at the same time while you buying something from them. And black people who had a mindset of, oh, well, he just cranky today. Like, I heard a black person say, like, well, when an Arab act like that towards me, I don't look at it like, oh, he's mad at me because I'm a black Muslim. I look at it like maybe his wife cursed him out today.
Man, you know what he's looking at you like? He's looking at you like this right here. This picture. I don't know if y'all can see this, man. I don't know if y'all can see this, but this is a Arabic picture, and you see a black man or woman right here on the right hand side of the picture, and hanging up by their arms. Right. You see, that's what they think of you.
I'm not going to sit here and let y'all talk about the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan because, he's a good friend of mine, and, we email each other at least once every 5 years.
That's what they think of us, man. They think of us as slaves. That's it. That's all we are to Arabs is slaves. Because if the Arabs loved us so much, man, they would take some of that money that they fucking get, the Salakia, that they getting from us, and they would put it back in the neighborhood. You see what I'm saying?
Right, exactly, but they won't.
We don't have no Arab-sponsored basketball tournaments, the things that we like. You know what I mean? No Arab-sponsored community center or nothing. Little league, football, baseball, nothing. Soccer or nothing. You can if you want to.
Yeah.
We don't even got nothing.
Yeah.
There you go. That's what they think of you. The black dude or woman on the right hand side of that picture.
Right. Yeah. Man, that's heavy.
Salaki. Yeah. So why would we ever, think to goddamn observe Ramadan?
Right. So, go ahead, you got it.
And it's crazy because in Philadelphia, like at the top of 69th Street, it's this Muslim place. And I see all type of Arabs in and out of there, but I never saw the black person.
They're not in the same mosque. They got black mosque and Arabic mosque.
And the Arabic one looks so much better. Like, they got glass around everything. It's all clean.
Right.
Black one like a poppy store.
And they be having sex with our women too.
Right.
Yeah.
Let you need some Pampers
for perks and stuff like that.
Let them need some Pampers or something like that.
Yeah. They be doing that too. That's crazy. Philly and Delaware are like pretty much the same almost. Yeah. It's just y'all just a little bit bigger and shit. But North Philly is. That's a whole other. I be in North Philly. I be like. My locks ain't working. My locks ain't working. Yeah, for North Philly ain't no joke. Damn. Right. That shit's biblical. North Philly ain't no joke,
and pretty much, just the nail in the coffin, Ramadan is just a carbon copy of Day of Atonement.
Yes, and you know what? In the Quran, it says that fight those who believe not, even if they are the people of the book.
The people of the book.
You know what I'm saying? So it's saying fight those. We don't fight nobody. If you don't want to come to class, the hell with you. Right. But they said fight those who believe not, even if they are the people of the book, which is us. Go ahead.
They said without the truth, you're going to punch everybody in the face.
Right. Exactly. Right. Yeah, man. Congratulations too, man. Again to Officer Malakia for enduring cruel instructors. God damn, we do everything we could. Everything we could, man. You got that shit, man. It's glorious, man, to see you. You understand? Hebrew Academy graduate, 2018, man. Most High in Christ. All right, where y'all want to go now? Police brutality.
I think that's the only thing.
Right, I
Pick
see.
one, huh?
Which one of y'all gonna vote, man?
They brothers keep saying we kind of early on it because I never heard no details about it.
Yeah.
But
Where?
Texas, there was some video where some cop shot her when she was laying on the ground.
She was pregnant too.
And this is she was pregnant.
Oh,
It's not many details on it. I just got the video and whatnot.
that's all I need.
I never heard like no news story, no details. Like I don't know the sister's name or nothing like that. It might have just happened like last night or something like that.
Wow.
God damn, man. Like the white man don't respect. Like that's what black people gotta understand too. Like you know why like there's so many cops in the hood. Y'all know that. And the reason I can even say this is because General Muhammad like asked me that same question.
Right.
You know why there's so many cops in the hood? Go ahead, y'all got it. Anybody got that answer? General Muhammad, he be fixing me up, man, with some shit. And I just be regurgitating it. But, because he asked me that same question, we was in class one night. He was like, you know why, like, so many cops are in the hood? Like, why they're in the hood? Like, you know, jamming niggas up, busting out on niggas, doing all that kind of shit?
I say, nah, I don't know.
Because you know, whatever you say is not going to be right.
So I'm like, let me not just say that.
What it is, man, because we asked them to be there. We begged them to be there. We begged these niggas. Y'all remember New Jack City? He's like, you're gonna listen to me. You got drug dealers taking over and we prisoners in our own home, and you're gonna do something about this. They taking over the neighborhood. These drug dealers is doing this, they doing that. You need to come and do something about it. And then now the cops are here now.
Right.
They're here now.
And everybody is in jail. Everybody locked up.
Right.
Everybody's son and nephew is locked up. Cousin is locked up. Because the white man, he an animal. He can't fix problems the way we would. He don't got the same like he take everybody to jail. Just kill everybody. He ain't got no like measure of like compassion. Like, he don't got no like mercy, like a level of I can't just lock everybody up.
Right.
I can't just put everybody away forever. I gotta have some. I gotta try to fix people and do something. He don't got that type of compassion. If you ask the white man to fix a problem, or you rely on the white man to fix a certain problem, he's gonna destroy you. And he's gonna destroy the person that's asking the problem and the person that's causing the problem.
And now they trying to get us to support and to vote for somebody that is trying to lock us up.
Joe Biden.
Joe Biden. Right? You got that video?
Yeah, but this is what they put out though.
I don't care who you are or where you work. Get your ass out and vote. This ain't the election to sit home and lurk. Get your ass out and vote. 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 Might want to vote, Jaron. In these streets.
We must take back the streets. It doesn't matter whether or not the person that is accosting your son or daughter or my son or daughter, my wife, your husband, my mother, your parents. It doesn't matter whether or not they were deprived as a youth. It doesn't matter or not whether or not they had no background that enabled them to become socialized into the fabric of society. It doesn't matter whether or not they're the victims of society. The end result is they're about to knock my mother on the head with a lead pipe, shoot my sister, beat up my wife, take on my sons. So I don't want to ask what made them do this. They must be taken off the street. That's number one. There's a consensus on that. Unless we do something about that cadre of young people, tens of thousands of them, born out of wedlock, without parents, without supervision, without any structure, without any conscience developing, because they literally, I yield myself 3 more minutes, because they literally have not been socialized. They literally have not had an opportunity. We should focus on them now. If we don't, they will, or a portion of them will, become the predators 15 years from now. And Madam President, we have predators on our streets that society has, in fact, in part because of its neglect, created. Again, it does not mean because we created them that we somehow forgive them or do not take them out of society to protect my family and yours from them. They are beyond the pale, many of those people. Beyond the pale. And it's a sad commentary on society.
And that just goes to show you how much of a devil the white man is, right? When we say the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of, and that is actually true, because now he's making these comments. This C-SPAN video was from '93, right? Mm-hmm. And he's saying that we were born out of wedlock. Nobody's teaching them how to, interact with society and stuff like that.
We don't have a conscience,
right? We don't have a conscience, and this is coming from a white man. This is coming from somebody after the crack epidemic.
Right.
The crack epidemic hit us hard in the '80s. You feel from the crack that they smuggled in, so they could fund their war, and then now in the '90s. All our fathers is locked up. All our moms is crackheads. Now we just a race of kids or a race of people out there just fending for ourselves. Mm-hmm. Now it's like, look at what happened. Look at them. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? They're just the people out here ready to beat my grandmom and beat my mom in the head with a pipe. Chase down my daughter and take on my sons.
Yeah, I was born in '81, man. The crack epidemic was real
bad.
Like they had
the bombs. Remember they had the bombs?
They had like the pipe like this, like you know what I mean. I used to see things like that. You know what I mean?
You remember on the side of the house, man, all that pile of crack vials, man. They used to have the vials with like the pink tops, the blue tops, and the different colored tops.
Damn. That's no joke. You got it.
It's crazy because, like you said, this happened in '93. He's saying all black people is crazy. They trying to beat up grandmas and all that stuff. But back in the '60s, the black family was so together that the crime rate was low. Like it didn't start to rise until the crack epidemic.
Right.
Like we wasn't born out of wedlock until the crack epidemic.
Right.
Until they started to take away our fathers.
Right.
So many single moms out there.
Right.
Then they're going to sit back and act like they should.
And that's the price of integration.
And the thing is, the devil said multiple times that the society around these people I'm talking about made them, like he's saying these people are predators and they need to go to jail. But he's saying we made them this way. Mm-hmm. The society around them. He said it like 3 times in the video that the society around them made them predators, and we made them predators. He's admitting it like a few times.
And when they do get locked up,
but he wants to forget about it. He wants He knows that he created them, but doesn't want to address that. He just want to put them in jail.
Right, just put them in jail.
But how are you going to stop it? Like it is going to keep on happening if you don't address the fact. If you don't address the fact that you are creating them, you're going to create more if you don't stop the creation.
And one thing he admitted, he said, we don't know how to fix them. All we know is they need to get off the streets, but we don't know how to fix them.
Right. That's another thing about politicians. Niggas think you're gonna vote for a politician that's gonna change everything. They don't know what to do. Right. Politicians do not know what to do with black people. That's why every time they try to do something like the crime bill and all this here, they fail. They write the crime bill under the guise of I'm trying to help the black community and trying to stop the crime in the black community, and then the black community is worse off,
right?
Because they try to fix it. Politicians don't know what to do.
If I may, me. Well, one thing you said that was heavy. You said, I remember you said, I never forgot it when you said the like voting is like religion.
Yeah,
it's religious. It's like
that's the only way that you could keep on doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Like that bitch up there, singing about voting. Like after all this time, I don't know how old she is. Mm-hmm. She old. She's seen enough years in her life. Mm-hmm. After all this time, voting still gonna do it. Like after we still suffering like we are as a people, and still after all these decades of voting as black people, we still gonna just keep on trying doing that. Like how could that? You could only have like a religious type of belief in it to even keep on doing it because it don't make any sense.
Right.
And then they even with the last election, they blatantly showed you like it was blatant that your vote does not count. Mm-hmm. There is an entity that is more powerful than you, and that's called the Electoral College. Mm-hmm. Black people went out and voted for Hillary Clinton. Another Edomite or another white person that said that niggas is predators, or she called us super predators. You see what I'm saying? So we went out to go vote for her so that we didn't get Donald Trump. Mm-hmm. And black people did their job. Mm-hmm. They did good. They went out there. They went out in droves. They voted for Hillary Clinton, and she won the popular vote. But guess what?
The Most High gave you Donald Trump.
The Most High gave you Donald Trump.
I was showing these niggas. I was showing these niggas. These niggas think they won. Huh? They think they out of captivity. Yeah. All right. Let me show these niggas that was good. Right. You know what I mean? Hold on. Go ahead. You got it.
It's crazy because like that election. What they did with the votes, that was to show us that our votes don't matter, but it wasn't to show us. It was to show white people because they had Obama in office. Mm-hmm. It was showing like this is still our country. It wasn't to show us. What they showed us was like, oh, it was the Russians that was messing with it. So black people, the
Russians messing with the election.
So the black people, like, they don't really care if we say, a vote don't matter because they just going to run back to, it was the Russians. Next time we vote, it's going to be different because you're going to make sure that the Russians don't mess with it.
Right.
Mm-hmm. They don't really care about the knowledge. They just so distracted. That's what it is.
Right. And our leaders keep pushing it, jamming it down your throat that you got to vote or die. What's that dude, Roland Martin? He's a pretty powerful dude. Mm-hmm. People listen to Roland Martin, and Roland Martin is always hammering, you got to go vote. You know what I mean? P. Diddy. Give me some more people, man.
Stephen A. Smith.
Yeah, man. Prominent black people.
Stephen A. Smith. When Christ returns, I'm going to go get Stephen A. Smith. Y'all got leave him to me. I got Stephen A. Smith, man. Stephen A. Smith going to get it. Leave him to me. I don't like him. You know what I mean?
Steve Harvey.
Right. Oh, man.
I don't like him either.
General Commander Joe Yahweh told him.
Shine up them teeth.
The white man told him to shine up your teeth.
Yeah, the white man says, shine them teeth up.
Shine them teeth. Brush them over.
You about to be in front of everybody because he said he'd be a monkey for $10 million.
Yeah, get that Negro anything he want. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right. He'd be a monkey for $10 million. Yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, shit. The view. Yeah.
Is that stuck?
Huh?
Why is it still on that same?
Right here?
Yeah.
No, it's not stuck. Well, it's good. Unless anything, one of y'all had to say.
No.
You wild? You don't got no like parting words or no wisdom or nothing like that.
You the host.
Huh? I'm just trying to see. You know what I mean? Trying to show love to the.
These are no part words. No soliloquies.
I think we like lead the fight with me. All we had was these. Yeah. Might get your ass, but you live to fight another day. I missed that, man. Right. I missed that where you could get a fight, a one-on-one.
Right. I think they still fight.
Huh? That's in the South though.
What?
South. Niggas ain't fighting up here. Niggas be like, what? Nigga pull that hammer out.
Niggas only fight in Mississippi.
Yeah.
I think niggas still fight.
Yeah?
Yeah. I see fights all the time.
On the internet.
Raw Star. You gotta go to Raw Star.
Shit.
You saying niggas do.
Because I seen the last fight I seen. Well, yeah, that was at the club. That was at the club. Yeah, niggas was, fighting their way out the door. But, like, pulling out them hammers though. You know what I mean? It's no joke. Niggas are scared to get their ass whooped now. But I guess you wouldn't. I guess you would be scared.
This is the thing though. Okay, it always seems like to shoot somebody is tougher. Because if I shoot somebody, I'm risking way more than I am if I'm fighting.
Right, but then you're gonna wake up next to dudes. You're gonna like in the morning.
No, I'm saying
brushing their teeth.
That proves my point. Because if I shoot somebody, I'm risking jail time, death, all types of stuff. If I fight somebody, I'm risking getting knocked out.
And jail it's like,
that's what I'm saying. I think my point is it's tougher to kill somebody.
Right. It's demeaning. Like
I think a lot of people
like
kill
imagine
people.
standing in the line, everybody butt naked. You know, going to a shower. Like you're going into a shower. It's a white man.
You got a whole different.
It's a white man with a desk. It's a white man with a desk
in the shower.
Like that's where he works at. His desk is in the shower, and he's got a whole line of niggas in a line, and everybody's naked. And he's saying, okay, the next person go take the shower. Next person go take the shower. You know what I mean? Yeah. And like they're literally, spreading your cheeks,
or the squatting, squatting cough officers.
Yeah, then you know what I mean. Because you're not homo or nothing like that. So you go there and they tell you, look, bend over and spread your cheeks, and you try to spread them a little bit.
He be like, no, cough. Cough so I can move. I'm like,
you try to spread them a little bit because you ain't trying to be gay.
That cracker like,
why? You gotta park a red seat. No, if you wanted to do all that,
I'm saying, if you willing to risk all that, you tougher than me than the niggas gonna fight.
Right.
It's all bullshit. I'm just saying, you tougher. Like as far as tough, if you willing to kill somebody and risk jail time and spreading your cheeks, then hey, you way tougher than a nigga that's trying.
But you know what? I think I'll be the bigger one to walk away. Like,
I'm just saying.
You can have
I'm just
that.
saying, as far as
when you're ready to kill me, you can have that. I don't have anything to prove to you. You know what I mean? I don't have anything like. There's a lot of niggas that try to prove they was tough, and then they get shot, and then nigga be on the ground like, nigga, I'm from the West Side. You know what I mean?
You can't fight nobody.
Fuck that, huh?
You can't fight nobody if they got a gun and you don't.
Woo! Yeah, but
And so like you were saying, like the jail stuff, that is demeaning, but nobody really get to see all that. Like out here, we don't get to see it. So I think getting knocked out is more demeaning than going to jail.
I still rather just get knocked out.
Because you gonna be on War Star with
I don't do that. They gonna pull your pants down. That's for 25 years of your life. Like,
right.
For 20 years.
I mean,
I'm saying like if I kill somebody, go to jail for 20 years. I'd rather just get knocked out on World Star than go to jail for 20 years.
Yeah, for 25 years. Yeah, you right. You right. I agree with that.
In prison, bro.
The video.
That's a long time.
Debate over this. 20 years in prison.
Right. You can go in there and get knocked out too.
Yeah, I would take the video.
But nobody gonna see that. Nobody gonna see it.
No, they got phones now. They got Salakia.
They got Salakia too. That's true.
Yeah, them brothers be checking in. They be checking in. Them brothers be checking in from the cell.
Knocked out and raped. Out here, you knocked out.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
It's not worth it.
20 years?
Nah, it's really not. 25 years
even 10 years. Even 10 years, I'd rather just get knocked out. Yeah, I'd rather just get. Yeah, I'd rather just get knocked out.
Yeah, real shit. Because,
Be around a bunch of niggas who gonna whip your ass.
Yo, if I could.
Like you put some Kool-Aid on your list.
If I could. It was a nigga. I remember this nigga. We was in a holding cell, and it was the day when everybody was going up to court to go get sentenced or whatever. Right. And this nigga was in the cell like, how niggas they bump their shoulders up. You know what I mean? I get down with police. I get shaken. Nigga went upstairs and got 30 motherfucking years. And then came back down in the cell. Nigga's like, what happened, man? He like. Damn. You know what I mean? Nigga, you just got 30 years. You know what I did? I was like, let me get away from this nigga. Because this nigga don't have nothing to lose. Right. I'm trying to go the fuck home. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. The white man's a devil, and the white man will lock your ass up. You know what I mean? I got a brother right now that I accept his calls. Accept brothers' calls when they call from jail too.
Right.
Accept brothers' calls. And check this out. I got a brother. He's gonna be getting out soon, and he don't have anything bad to say about me because I've always made sure that I have money on his books and made sure that he always had money to call me. And answer the phone when a brother call you, man. I'm sorry, y'all just got on the live. Most High in Christ.
I'm sitting right here too.
The Lord just, he put the spirit on his fingers. Just sharing the Facebook.
I've been sharing it. I've been sharing it when I wasn't even here.
I'm sorry, y'all don't be sharing. But unless the shit popping.
They gotta already have views to share it. I shared it and somebody else shared it.
Right. Yo, listen, I'm sorry, y'all, man. Like he changed a lot of shit. Like a lot of shit that I used to do. Like he be like, what the fuck is this video? Old as shit, man. He got me on that in that mind stick. Like, you know what I mean? Talk about shit. You know what I mean? That's relevant, man. Motherfuckers ain't trying to listen to that shit. Most High in Christ, man. But with that being said, man, you know what I mean? This is Rooted Speech. I'm Officer Tazaiwan, and this is...
You already know, man. Officer Matazapa.
Right, man. And we on the couch, man, we got... you go ahead.
Officer Danyala.
Damn, he said that like he was on a talk show.
Officer Malaakia.
Malaakia?
Malaakia.
That's what it is? It's not Malakia? What the fuck? Malaakia. Oh shit.
Man, we be like Malakia. Straight black.
Malaakia. Yeah.
You know we cut out syllables.
Because you know what? Who told you? General Muhammad told you he was pronouncing it wrong?
No, he actually told me from the rip. He anointed me.
Malaakia, because when I first got my name, niggas was calling me Taza Yawan. Niggas like Taza Yawan, Taza Iwan. Niggas was calling me everything, but he was like, nah, it's Iwan.
Niggas remixing your shit.
Yeah, niggas was calling me everything, man. All right, and then you already know what it is, man. Let me introduce this brother right here, man. This is my Adawan. You know what I'm saying? This officer, Araya, the angry black man from Angry Black Man Media, you know what I mean? The Lion, you understand? He's in the building. Man, y'all might as well just come down and just be part of the show every week till Christ return. All right, we can go ahead and get y'all on the intro and we can get it on. All right, man. With that being said, man, y'all already know what it is, man. Tune in every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. He said, Rahab said, y'all crazy as a $3 bill. Most High in Christ. Tawab Show, Adawanian. All right, Sabak, yeah. Had sap service in a minute. Man. You already know what it is, man. Rooted Speech, man. 9 p.m., man. Tune in next week.
This is Rooted Speech Vidcast. Rooted Speech. ISUPK. Home of the truth. We rude in speech, it's controversial. We rude in speech, but not in knowledge. Rude in speech, we talk the truth. We rude in speech, kaboom! Ungrateful people say life hard. For 100 years as slaves, we've worked so hard. That's right. Gather yourself together, come let's serve our God. Cause the white man is the devil, I know that's hard. Yeah. Tune in to Rude in Speech with Officer Tazaiwan and Officer Matazapa. 9 p.m. every Tuesdays. We rude in speech.
All status. Friggy. Look. When money call my phone, I'm like, okay, I'm on my way. I'm riding dirty, plus a nigga ain't have his L since Lego 8. Pussy nigga talking, I'ma put him on that plate. I'm sounding off. Watch his pussy ass get ate. Cash talk, more you broke. Get the fuck up out my face. And all these kids a nigga got, I need the bread with the lake. With Friggy Rick on the gate. Call the Hennessy Estate. They gave a homie 16. I'm yelling, free that nigga. My homie got 2 butt-naked bitches on his FaceTime. Cutting up the work street, sweeper by his waist side. Waiting for her come I'm no nigga, I'ma take mine. Dunking in that pussy like bitch caught up on the baseline. Spit it like an automatic weapon. That would keep the kid from stressing. Niggas know when I'm rapping on me. I want them M's, I had to switch up my investments. By the look on your face, you look jealous. I'ma hit them words. They don't really like that. No, they don't really like that. I'ma hit them words. No, they don't really like that. No, they don't really like that. I'ma hit them words. They don't really like that. No, they don't really like that. I'ma hit them words. No, they don't really like that. No, they don't really like that. Hit them words. And I ain't fucking with you if you ain't bout to check my hood tatted on my chest. My nigga nasty with the tech. I got a thick bitch, nasty, super wet. If you ain't bout it, you get left. Boss status be the set. My niggas ain't popping them bands. My niggas be popping them bands. I hope I get out of this gram. You mad at your thought, cause you thought was the thought of the game. I be out plotting to win. I treated it out in the kid. Freaking not giving a shit. Pussy, you broke, so you pissed. I be so fuckers on biz. I be so fuckers on biz. I spit it like an automatic weapon. So I would keep the kid from stressing. Niggas know what I'm reppin', homie. I want them M's. I had to switch up my investments. By the look on your face, you look jealous. I'ma hit them where it hurts. They don't really like that.